Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. It's time to do this week's video. Get ready. You know, a couple of years ago, actually, I took a little picture and made a meme out of it. That's when you put a statement over top of the picture. You put a caption in the picture. And it's on our website at gospelrevolution.com. And a few people occasionally like posting it around the internet too. The caption in the picture is of the crucifixion, a scene of the crucifixion, and the caption reads, "Nothing you believe or don't believe, nothing you do or don't do, can undo his belief or his obedience." And that is the crux of the gospel. None of your actions and deeds, no matter how much unbelief you have or don't believe in Jesus, that cannot undo his belief or his obedience unto death. Even Paul said that no one's unbelief, the unbelief of the Jews, could not undo the belief of God. So, that being said, I know a lot of people are out there who say, but, it says clearly and distinctly, you must believe. Well, believing was something that was uh, a subject that Jesus brought up often, and you find that, of course, in the first 4 books of the New Testament called the Gospels. And John talks about it, or quotes Jesus on it more than the other 3. And oftentimes when Jesus talked about believing, he talked about a believer. And I would like to say, when he was talking about a believer and what a believer does, and I think he had somebody in mind, he just wasn't saying. But let me just read to you John chapter 14, verse 12. It says, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he also do, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father." So, is he talking about anybody who believes, or is he talking specifically about one believer? Well, let's just look at what he says. He says, "The works I do, he shall do also, and greater works shall he do, because I go unto my Father." So if everybody who believes, they shall do greater works, and also the works he did, heal the sick, raise the dead, cast out devils, walk on water, change water into wine, then anybody who believes will do all of those works, and greater works shall they do. Oh, and let's not leave out a very important thing he did. See, he said, "No one takes my life. I will lay my life down, and I will take it back up again." So he raised himself from the dead, and yet still we have this condition and qualifier: greater works shall the believer do. Now, if you think that's for all the believers, I haven't seen one, let alone anybody who says they believe in Jesus, do any of these things, let alone raise himself from the dead, and then something greater than that. Yet he says very clearly, "He that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works shall he do, because I go unto my Father in heaven." What if he had a believer in mind? What if the believer is himself? He's God. He knew the Father believed in him. He believed in himself. He's the one who raised himself up. But in doing all of these things, laying his life down and raising himself back up again, and going to the Father, He did greater works because in going to the Father, he presented himself the perfect sacrifice. He took the position of the great high priest forevermore. And through that sacrifice, he took away the sin of the world, and he made everyone who was condemned in Adam righteous in him. And those are the greater works. And there is no one who's done that other than Jesus Christ. Now, sorry, that was my phone. So, the point here is I think that's wonderful, because that takes the onus off of me and the responsibility off of me to live up to what Jesus said a believer does. And I am much happier leaving that responsibility up to the Son of God than up to me. It's good news, folks. It's revolutionary. Have a revolutionary week.